So you're completely new to the game, you don't know what is going on, you don't know how the game works, you don't know the system. Well, in this video, I'm gonna tell you 2 things that are very important to have a good start in this game, right? To make sure you enjoy the game, you have to have a very good understanding of what you should do. So I'll try to cover that as much as possible in this video. Now the first thing you want to do, right, is to find out if there is a character that you really want to play. I'm sure by now you have seen like lots of gameplay videos and you might have a character that you really want to play, right? You have a character that you really like, you've decided that, you really want to play this character and you won't feel good unless you have that character. Next thing you need to do is find out if that particular character is whether they give it to you for free or whether you have to pull them out of the gacha system that this game has. Now, depending on the hero that you like, right? It can be easy to obtain or it can be really hard to obtain. For example, if the hero that you want or the character that you want to play is Ley, right? Currently there is a rate up banner for Ley, and heroes in the rate up banner, they completely disappear after the banner is over from their current system, because the previous banner, right, was Venti, and as of now there is no way of getting Venti. So from that we can understand that there are certain heroes that are limited and you gotta wait for their particular special banners to appear. Now there is also other 5-star heroes and 4-star heroes. Now 5-star heroes are the ones that are very rare. 4-star heroes are slightly easier to get and they are guaranteed every 10 pulls. So for example, if the hero that you really want to play is a 4-star, you will have a better chance of getting them. Now, if the hero that you want is a 5-star and that hero is not in a limited rate up banner. For example, if you really like Jean and you really like some assets of her, I don't know, maybe you really like to see something and you cannot play this game unless you are looking at those things, then you will want to pull on this banner. Now this banner is called the standard banner and it has Jean. Now Jean is also available in the limited banner, but there is a 50% chance of obtaining another hero other than the featured 5-star hero, right? So if you want to get Jean, right, currently the 5-star pool, 5-star characters that are available in the game, I think there's about 6 of them, right? So if you pull a 5-star on the Ley banner, there's a 50% chance of getting Ley and also another 50% chance of getting another 5-star from all the other 5-star heroes. So that is roughly the chance. In the standard banner, there are 5-star weapons, there are all the 5-star heroes. So yeah, you can get Jean from there as well, but the chances are kind of slim. Alright, so the way that people get the characters they want, right? If you know this term, it's called re-rolling. It's recreating new accounts until you manage to roll the hero that you want, using the free currencies that the game gives you at the start of the game. So the re-roll process in Genshin Impact takes about half an hour, around half an hour, depending on how fast you do it, but basically about half an hour. Alright, so depending on how lucky you are, you could spend maybe one reroll to many days of reroll, depending on how unlucky you are, right? So that's the free-to-play outlook of things. If you really want one hero and you cannot play the game without that hero, then yes, you have to reroll until you get that hero. Now, if you are not free-to-play and you're willing to drop some money on this game, right? The chances of getting... Okay, the cost of getting, let's say, Ley in a limited rate up banner, right, is about a few $100. Basically a few $100 for a guaranteed rate up hero. If you're really lucky, it will cost less. If you are not, then the guaranteed is about a few $100. Okay? But if the hero that you want, for example, is Jean. Now Jean doesn't have a rate up, right? And you have to bank on the chance that you pull her out of all the other 5 stars in the game. That chance is honestly quite low. Okay, so the cost for getting Jean can range from $0 if you're really lucky and you obtain her from the free currencies the game gives you, or it can go all the way up to $7,000, right? As proven from one of our content creators, right? He tried pulling for Diluc and he spent $7,000 until he got him. Right, Diluc is also one of the heroes that you get from the standard banner. So yeah, that's the price range for one of the standard 5-star heroes. 0 to about $7,000. Okay, so there's a rough gauge for you spenders out there. So once you've made a decision and you've got that hero that you want and you're ready to tackle the actual game, right? The next thing you need to know to have a good start is that this game operates around something called AR. Now, what is AR? AR is your adventure rank. Adventure rank is basically something that controls the difficulty of the game and also unlocks higher level dungeons, right? So there's also another system in this game called resin. Resin is basically like in every other gacha game, there is a stamina system. Now, the stamina system in this game is called resin, and you need to spend resin to get resources. So how does AR and resin relate in this game? How do you play efficiently and make sure that you are using resin properly? Well, the higher AR you are, right, means you have more access to better dungeons, meaning the value per resin spent will be better, logically, right? So what you want to do is rush your AR EXP or your AR level as high and as fast as you can. And to do that, there are a few things you can do. First thing you can do is, of course, do the story quests and also all the other side quests the game has to offer. Just press J if you're on PC, you can see the whole menu of quests. You just need to do all those, right? And also you need to spend your resin, because every 20 resin you spend, you get 100 AR EXP. So at the beginning of the game, you don't have a lot of places to spend your resin, right? But there is, I'm sure the first thing that you can spend your resin on is ley lines. Now, ley lines are these things, this gold and blue icon over here on the map. These give you gold, Mora. The money in this game is called Mora, and also character EXP books, which helps you level your characters. Now, this ley line thing, right, is actually part of a quest in the next thing I'm gonna talk about, which is your adventure handbook. Now, the adventure handbook, at some point of the game, they'll introduce you to this book where there will be additional progression type quests, right, where you get rewards and AR EXP for progressing the game, leveling your characters, doing certain special things in the game. So just work on this adventure handbook as you're like doing the story quests, and that will also help increase your AR level. Now, the next thing that will also help with your AR progression is the daily commissions, which I have been doing in this video since the start, and those give quite a lot of EXP every day, so just do them. Now, the last thing that will help boost your AR is exploring the map. Now, exploring the map, there are two things that will help increase your AR. First thing is finding chests. Every chest you open will give you AR EXP, and depending on the grade of the chest, right, it gives you different rewards and also different amount of AR EXP. The other thing that you can obtain from the open world map exploration is this thing called the Culus. I don't really know how to pronounce this thing, but I'll just call it Culus, right? In Mondstadt, the Culus is called Anemo Culus, right? It's the Anemo version of the Culus, because each region is based on a certain element. So the Culus in Mondstadt is called Anemo Culus, which is a wind-based region. Then in Liyue, there is a Geoculus, which is based on the Geo element, right? So there is currently two regions. So there is There's Geoculus and Anemoculus. So as you're exploring the map, sometimes you hear a chime, you know, while you're exploring, and then on the map you'll see this star-shaped icon appear on your minimap. So it means that there is a Culus nearby. So try to find those as much as possible, and once you get those, you can offer them to the statue in each region. And leveling up these statues, like by offering these Culus, will also give you ARE XP. There are two very basic ways of going about getting these Culus, right? First way is going in blind, finding them on your own, and second is like the cheaty way. Kind of cheaty way is simply just googling Genshin Impact interactive map, and they will literally show you every single location of all the killers in Liyue and also in Mondstadt. So if you don't care about spoilers and you want to give away the feeling of exploration and finding the killers on your own, then you can go ahead, use the interactive map and get all the killers. But irregardless of which way you do it, what I suggest is that every time you obtain a killers, just go to the map, use their in-game function of map pin, right, and just pin the one that you obtain, because eventually you'll come to a point where you might have forgotten or missed one or two and you are not sure which one you haven't gotten. This is really tiring, and if you manage to like pin every single Culus that you have obtained, it will make your life a lot easier. If you only miss one or two, you just need to refer to the map, the interactive map, to find out which one you haven't obtained, and you just go directly there and you get the last one, just like that. So basically those are the few guidelines, right? First, choose the character that you really want to play, and if you don't have any, that's fine, just get into the game. And once you're in the game, what you want to do is get as high AR EXP as possible. Keep your resin below the cap, right? At the start of the game, you'll be at 120/120. The next patch is going to be 160/160. So if you're watching this in the 1.1 patch, it'll be 160/160. So as much as possible, keep your resin below the max cap to let it continuously regenerate, and then keep doing quests, keep exploring your map, keep pushing your AR as high as possible, as fast as possible, so that your resin to reward value is the best it can be. Basically, those are the guidelines. So in this game, there are a lot of other things like, you know, your character progression, how you should gear your characters, what you should do to build your characters. Those are probably addressed in another video. This is just a starter guideline, and if you have any other questions, you can ask me in the comments, or you can also join my stream. I stream daily on Twitch, right? I'm a pretty new content creator, so that's all I want to cover on this video, right? Short and sweet, and I guess I'll see you guys next time.